All right, folks. Thanks for checking out the video. I'm bringing to you today another example in a seemingly endless list of the American education system, particularly the public education system, preying on young children. So, the headline here from the New York Post says Boston parents outraged after middle schoolers give an entirely inappropriate survey about sex and gender identity. Parents in Boston are outraged after a middle school issued a survey to students asking explicit questions about sexual activity and gender identity, according to reports. Boston's Elliott K 8 Innovation School principal, Tracy Griffith, told parents in an email last Thursday that she had received many concerns regarding the Youth Risk Behavior Survey, which was given to students in 6th and 7th grade, according to the Washington Free Beacon. The 54-question survey, which was voluntary and anonymous, was administered by Boston Public Schools and included questions about sex and transgenderism, as well as suicide, drug use, bullying, weight, and exercise. A transgender person is someone who does not feel the same inside as the sex they were born with. Are you transgender? One question toward the top of the survey asked. Others asked if students have ever participated in oral sex and seriously thought about killing themselves. On March 17th, the district's Office of Health and Wellness Executive Director Jill Carter said that the families will have an opportunity to voice their concerns during a virtual meeting this Thursday. Parents were reportedly blindsided by the survey. Deidre Hall, the mother of a sixth grade student, told the news outlet that the survey was entirely inappropriate and said her daughter had come home from school talking about a really weird survey she had been asked to complete. She said half her class doesn't even know what any of this stuff meant, Hall said. Now they're coming home and asking their parents and their friends, what's oral sex? Another parent anonymously told the outlet she was outraged by the survey, which she said parents were not told about. To go on field trips, the district has parents sign permission slips, but for the district to ask our children private, explicit sexual questions, they are able to do so without consent, she said. This makes no sense. A database compiled by parents' rights group Parents Defending Education includes incidents of similar surveys from 37 states and the District of Columbia, according to Fox News. So, I wish I could say that this was, really a major surprise, but this kind of thing happens all the time. It's seemingly a daily occurrence all around the country that teachers, educators, people in the administrative staff are preying on young children. Now, parents need to know what kind of school their kids are in. They need to pay attention and know what these schools are doing. Now, I checked out the website for this Elliott school, and within about 30 seconds of being on the website, I can see right here it says our instructional practices incorporate Elliott School social justice guiding principles inspired by Goldie Mohammed's Cultivating Genius, developed internally by Elliott staff. So, can the parents really be shocked that the school would do something like this? I mean, you have to pay attention, folks. You have to pay attention. Now, Boston is a very far left city in a far left state. In fact, in the 2020 election, Joe Biden received over 80% of the vote in Suffolk County, which is the home to Boston. So, presumably, these parents are leftists themselves. I mean, at least the odds would indicate they are. Um, and they're not happy about this. So they need to pay attention and know what all this stuff is about. Maybe they're not particularly political, but the politics cares about them and it's affecting them and their kids. Now, one of the parents made a good point that hey, if my kid wants to go on a field trip, I have to sign a permission slip. I have to consent to that, but they can just give my kid this, highly sexual and inappropriate questionnaire without my consent. Now, that's a good point. Now, I think that there needs to be, and good luck getting anything like this done in Massachusetts. I mean, but in most of the country, I think there's still sane people that can take action on these type of things. to where you can't do something like that. You know what? If somebody comes up to your kid in the grocery store and asks them these questions, there's going to be issues. Okay, so just because somebody works for a school or they're a teacher or they're a staff member, you can't ask kids about this stuff. This isn't how to read a sentence or how to solve a math problem or a historical fact. They should have to register as a sex offender. They should be criminally prosecuted for something like this, as they would be if they didn't work in a school. You don't get immunity from this kind of stuff just because you work in a school. So people need to pay very, very close attention to this stuff because it's only going to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better, only we can stop it by pointing it out and holding these people accountable in the real world. So let me know what you all think. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.